right, viewers, let's start with the top news now coming in is from Greenland. Dutch Foreign Minister David Van Wiel has criticized US President Donald Trump's threat to impose tariffs on European allies unless they agreed to sell Greenland to the US. Van Wiel called the threat a blackmail, adding that it's unnecessary and damages the NATO alliance. Trump announced a 10% tariff on goods from Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Finland, and Great Britain, effective February 1. These countries have pledged to contribute personnel to NATO's Greenland mission. Van Wiel pointed out that the mission was about showing Europe's commitment to defending Greenland, and he opposed Trump linking it to trade demands. Trump has long insisted on full ownership of Greenland, citing its strategic importance and mineral resources. However, both Denmark and Greenland have made it clear that the island is not for sale, and people of Greenland do not want to join the US. All right, I have Dr. Satoru Nagao, fellow at the Hudson Institute of Tokyo, joining me in this discussion. Thanks very much, Dr. Nagao, for joining me. Firstly, how do you react to the protests that are now growing in different parts of Europe on Trump's tariff threats if he does not get Greenland from Europe?
This problem has happened because of the two sides the perception. There is a gap. In the American side, under the Trump administration, Greenland is part of the American continent. This means that America's influential area, at least it should be. So that's why the defense and security matter is important, and China and Russia expanding influence, that is a concerning point. But to deal with China and Russia, America must lead this move, is America's idea. But in case of Europe has already had the Greenland, so that's why the European countries think America's concern is China and Russia, and increasing the share of the security burden will be the solution. That's why the European countries send the troops in the Greenland and try to fill the gap of the defense and security in this area. So, view from the United States, this is not the answer, because U.S. thinks this area should be America's influence area. So to deal with China and Russia, America must do themselves without support from Europeans. So that's why currently, even if the European countries send the troops to fill the security gap in the Greenland, and view from the European, this is a contribution of the America's security. But view from the Trump administration, this is offensive. America want to get Greenland, but European try to defend it. Something like that. So perceptual gap has happened. And the American side, the Trump administration side, rise the tariff against countries which send the troops to the Greenland. That has happened. So view from Europe, despite they try to contribute to American security, why the U.S. try to impose the tariff to this country, this is completely unexpected. But such kind of the gap of the perception has happened, I think.
All right. As far as the transatlantic alliance is concerned, do you think that with Trump's tariff threats and with the European Union pushing its troops to Greenland amidst this acquisition bid threat, do you think the entire DNA of the alliance is now going to change?
Yes, the mood is bad, but in this case, America do not need the European military power, but European country needs American military power. So in this case, if the negotiation has happened from the two sides, between two sides, In this case, America has the advantage in European does not have is my current situation. So, view from the emotional situation, the trust has broken by such kind of the offensive negotiation, and that is true. But at the same time, the view from the cards, diplomatic cards they have to deal between two. In this case, still America has some advantage because European need America, but America do not need Europe. That is a military reality in this negotiation.
And how do you see the statement that's come out from Donald Trump, the one that we're flashing on our screens right now? The post, in fact, that he's put out to say that he's long subsidized Denmark. Why do you think the absence of trade barriers is now being called as a subsidy by one nation to another?
The United States, anyway, United States want to get Greenland for security or for rare earth or these are the reasons people guess, and I also agree. But in this case, negotiation cards should be the different. Originally, President Trump tried to show anything could happen, including a military operation to occupy Greenland. But at the same time, as a reality, America should not use military power against the ally. So that's why this is indeed impossible card American can use. So as a gesture, the America used a military operation, but the reality is a more practical card is needed. And finally, they find is money-related issue. Firstly, the providing money to the people in Greenland, or another card is rising tariff. So this is a negotiation between allies. So military is not the main card to deal. Instead of this, money is the main card to deal. The Trump administration tried to use it. That's why rising tariff has happened, and deriving money is also the U.S. can suggest. And so money, 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 why they are talking? Because this is relatively practical between the allies. That is my current situation, I think.
Okay. Thanks and very much, Dr. Nagao, for joining me and speaking to us here at NewsX.